We're videotaping again. We just listened to the story about contractions, right?
Right.
And put it up here so we can see. Maybe she can see us. Oh my gosh, I lost it. Not GarageBand. Cancel. Don't save. Oh no. Make sure this is open. Okay, we're videotaping. I'm closing it. All right. So, what is a contraction?
A contraction is where two parts were, or maybe three.
Are they parts or are they?
They're parts.
They're words.
Words.
Okay, words.
They're words because
Sit up, please.
because was not.
Okay.
We take out the O.
Very good. Very good. So this is going to be, we're going to think of questions. So I wrote some questions, but would you like me to, do you want to create your own questions like you've done in the past about this story? What was different about this story than the stories that we've been reading? The author, my question here is, why did the author write this book?
To people learn about contractions.
To learn about contractions. Do you remember with PIE? Have you heard about PIE? Has your teacher taught you about that?
Never.
So the author's purpose of writing the story is usually either to persuade, to talk you into something. E or I in PI is to inform. Do you know what inform means? Inform or to teach you something. Do you think this story was teaching us about contractions?
Mm-hmm.
So it was informing. So why did the author write the story? To inform or to teach? You said to teach. To teach us or to teach the reader?
To teach us.
To teach us about contractions. Okay. And on that test that you're taking this week, they're going to ask you author's purpose. So you can say I for inform is also to teach. And what kind of story teaches you about something new? Is it fiction, nonfiction, or reference? Very good. Nonfiction. That's good to know. Okay?
Nonfiction is represent not real.
No, that's nonfiction is full of facts. It's going to teach you something and inform. So this story is a nonfiction story, okay? All right. Do you want to, let's stick with my questions then. So who uses contractions? Who uses contractions?
The authors.
Okay, do we use contractions?
Yeah.
When do we use contractions?
In our words, when we're spelling, and when we are typing.
Okay, or when we're communicating, we're talking, right? Mostly when we're talking. Sit up, please. So who uses contractions?
The author and people.
The author and people, okay? Pretty much everyone uses contractions, especially when we are speaking or talking, okay?
Or typing.
Okay, or typing, very good. So what is a contraction? Tell me again, because I'm going to write it down.
A contraction is where two parts or three.
It is two or three what? Words
that are combined.
Okay.
But other letters are deleted.
Okay, but some, how about some letters?
Some letters get deleted.
Okay, can you give me an example of one?
Like
What is an example of one?
weave.
Okay, weave. How do I spell weave? You want to write it? How do we write weave?
Plus.
So weave. I'll put it in a sentence. So we've been working on contractions today. Weave. Weave. What does the V come from? What word? I'll give you a hint. Ah.
Have.
Very good. How do you spell have? Very good. So we plus have equals weave. Basically, what do you hear? Weave. With the V. And very good. So what did they take out of we have? What did they take out? What letters?
The H and the A.
Very good. So where do you find the apostrophe? Where do you find the apostrophe?
In the middle of. In the middle.
Usually in the middle. Okay. And why is there apostrophe there?
Because the other word is. I really don't know.
Well, why did you put that apostrophe there? Why did you put the Band-Aid yesterday on words?
It's because the
Can you sit in your chair, please? Or just stand without the chair?
It's because
It shows us what?
it shows that we're putting other letters. No words.
Well, it's showing us where the letters were taken out, right?
Yeah.
Can you say that again? So usually in the middle and where the letters have been omitted or taken out. What should I say?
Taken out.
Letters have been taken out. Okay? So when would you use, look at mine here. This is my question. Can you look?
Yeah.
When would you use I'd, she'd, and you'd? What do these stand for? What does the D stand for? In I'd, she'd, and would. Or you'd. Okay? Can you look?
I'm
Here,
trying to think.
Okay, I'm going to put it on the whiteboard here. I'd is what? I plus what? She'd.
It's done.
And you'd. Can you fill in the answers? Sit up, sit up, sit up. Sit up. Or stand. I'd equals I plus what? I'd been working all day trying to do the best lesson I could.
Can you give me hints?
Well, I'd like you to do your very best. What? She'd better listen to her mother or she might get in trouble.
Wait,
You'd better be a big boy because you're now in 3rd grade.
No.
Okay, well, I'm just giving examples. She'd better return her book or she's going to get a late fee. She'd. What does the D stand for in these 3 contractions? That's my question.
Done.
Done.
No,
I'd.
no.
I.
Think.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It starts with a W, and it ends at a D, and it has d, d.
Would.
Yes. How do you spell wood?
WOULD.
Excellent. So I would equals is I'd. What's she'd? Okay, and what would that one be? Good. And then what's you'd? Excellent. Okay, we're going to have you read that. All right. So how many letters are taken out to make a contraction? How many must be taken out to be a contraction?
I'm trying to think.
I'll give you an example. No, don't touch. Don't touch. Here. Can't. I can't remember.
Not
How many letters have been taken out of that contraction?
2.
You're right. What are the 2 that are missing?
N-O. No. No.
Can and not, right? And so N and O are the 2. So at least one, but sometimes more, right? At least one, but sometimes more. Okay, my last question is what if? What if we didn't have to use contractions? Or what if we couldn't use contractions? What would life be like if we didn't speak using contractions?
We will speak weird.
What would make it weird? Like if I said, I am going to the store and you cannot come with us. So please sit in your chair and do your homework.
There's something.
What do you think it would be? Can we still communicate without contractions?
No.
We can't?
We can.
We can, but what makes contractions fun or
Important.
Or do you have any idea? Well, let me tell you before you go, because I'm going to have you read this too.
Okay.
We use contractions when we're speaking more than anything because we shorten it and it makes it easier. The shorter we have shortcuts in our speaking. Makes it more swift, okay? And I can see that you can use the restroom. So if we didn't have contractions and you have them, we would speak, it would take longer to speak. It would take us longer to speak. Okay? You may go to the restroom and then you're going to read all this to me, okay?
Okay.
All right.